loves, my name's Abby and I am a licensed esthetician. I'm here to educate, equip, and empower you to achieve beautiful skin. I want to start off with talking about the basics of skin and skincare, those being skin type, skin conditions and disorders, and skin regimen. In this particular video, I'm going to talk about skin type. So skin type is what you are born with. It's genetically determined for you in your DNA, and it's something that you can't change. So knowing what kind of skin type you have is very useful and helpful in determining how to care for your skin in particular. There are 4 skin types: oily, dry, combination of those two, oily and dry, and then normal skin. Of those 4, normal skin is definitely the coveted skin type. That is the type of skin that doesn't really experience more of one or the other. It has a good pH balance. You really do have kind of the ideal perfect skin type when you have normal skin. Oily and dry are very self-explanatory. Oily skin is an overproduction of oil, and dry skin is really dry, tight, flaky skin. Combination skin is going to be a combination of those 2 characteristics in not so extreme forms. So combination skin, you're going to take a little bit of the oily skin characteristics and a little bit of the dry skin characteristics, and you're going to put them together and they're all going to end up on your face. So let's start with talking about oily skin. Oily skin is referred to as lipidic skin. It's an overproduction of oil in your sebaceous glands, and that's what gives you that greasy, slippery feeling, sometimes even right after you've washed your face in the morning. The way to combat oily skin is to use a product that is either water-based or a chemical exfoliation. So you want to use things and products that only have water in them, no oils. You do not want to be putting more oil on oily skin. And you want to use products that are going to be deep cleansing. AHAs, BHAs, glycolic acid, anything that's going to go deep into those pores and really clean them out. With oily skin, what happens is the oil sits in your pores because there's so much of it, it gets clogged up. And if you don't clean it out consistently, it's going to cause clogged pores or comedones or pustules, aka acne and zits. That's not a fun time. So with oily skin, you definitely want to make sure that deep cleansing is a priority for you. You also want to make sure that you're not using any comedogenic products. So comedogenic just means that it is pore clogging. And like I mentioned, you don't want to be clogging your pores more than they already are being clogged. So you want to make sure that anytime you use a product, you read the label and make sure that it says a non-comedogenic. I do want to mention that cleanser is very important when it comes to skin types. So you want to be using the right type of cleanser for your skin. For oily skin, you want to be using a cleansing gel. You want something that's foaming, something that's extra cleansing. Foaming cleansers will get into those pores really deeply, really clean them out. With oily skin, it's important to remember that you don't want to over dry your skin, because over drying your skin can actually cause the problem to be worse. Balance is everything in skincare. No matter what skin type you have, you need to balance the pH in your skin. So doing too much of one thing or being too extreme about a certain type of ingredient in your products can actually cause the problem to get worse. So just keep that in mind with every skin type that I talk about. So onto dry skin. Dry skin is the opposite of oily skin. It is a lack of oil production in your pores. So your skin is not actually getting enough of that healthy oil that it needs to stay looking fresh. You're gonna have very small, almost non-existent looking pores. That's because there is very little oil coming through your sebaceous glands, and therefore your skin is drying out because there's no oil to keep it moist. And yes, I said moist. With dry skin, you want to be using oil-based products. So the opposite of the oily skin, water-based products. You want to be putting oil back onto your skin because skin does need, like I had mentioned, that healthy amount of oil to stay looking young and youthful and not dried out. Now, I do want to mention the difference between dry and dehydrated skin. So dry skin is a lack of oil. Dehydrated skin is a lack of water. They're two different things, so just keep that in mind when you're trying to address your particular skin type. It's about 90% of people that have dehydrated skin. Unfortunately, the skin is the last organ to receive water in the body, so you really have to be drinking a lot of water for your skin to reap the benefits of hydration, unfortunately. But you don't only just have to consume water for your skin to be hydrated. You can also use a product called hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is basically a large drink of water for your skin. Definitely don't stop drinking water, but you want to use those hand in hand because of the fact that honestly you just can't really ever drink enough water for your skin to stay fully hydrated. As far as cleanser is concerned for dry skin, you want to use a milky or a cream cleanser, something that is oil-based, something that feels like you're putting like a lotion on your face. It's going to be putting those oils back into your skin as you're cleansing and not drying it. If you have dry skin, do not use a cleansing gel or a foaming cleanser. That will be detrimental to your skin because those dry the skin out. And when you have dry skin, the last thing you want to be doing is drying it out more. So anything that feels like luxurious or lotiony, that's the type of product you want to be using. And lastly, for combination skin, because it is a combo of dry and oily skin, you're going to treat it like you would both of those skin types, but in their targeted areas. Combination skin is usually going to show up in the way of oily skin in your T-zone and dry skin around the outer part of your face. You definitely want to do a skin analysis on your own skin in particular to figure out where the dryness is and where the oiliness is. If you know you have combination skin, you're probably very well aware of where it's dry and where it's oily. You want to make sure you're targeting the right areas with the right products. So everything I mentioned with oily skin, you want to take that into mind in those oily parts of your face, and what I mentioned about dry skin, you want to take that into consideration with the drier parts of your face. Well, that's all for this video on skin type. I hope you learned something. I hope that was helpful for you. In my next video, I'm going to talk about skin conditions and skin disorders. That will encompass acne, aging, and sensitive or redness prone skin. So keep a lookout for that video. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please like it and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more. Comment down below if there's anything you want me to talk about or any questions you have. I'd love to answer those for you or address those concerns that you may have with your skin. I'm here to help. I love to educate. That is the reason I became an esthetician. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!